Oh.
Hello,
You ever
everybody.
have like one of those things? Never mind. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
We're
Have a
talking
dream
about.
and where you and which you. Woo!
That's you.
Yeah,
That
right?
was fancy.
Oh my god.
Well, why do you think we were late?
Mine is lagging. I have no idea what was fancy.
You'll see again in a minute because we
Oh,
have
there
to
it
go
goes.
and do other things. Hello, everybody. Sorry we're so late. I had to update the cameras and everything. Hopefully, everything sounds okay. I do realize the thing that I meant to do that I totally forgot to do was put Kenku in here. Hey, Sammy, how are you? So we're back with our Arc 2. As I am trying to fix things. Powder, what are you doing? Oh my god.
Oh my god. God
Oh my
damn. God damn.
My dude.
Ugh. Well, Powder Hero, thank you for the 5 gift subs right off the bat. What a way to start the season back up. Jeez. Also, everybody say hi to Kenku.
Hello.
Oh, that's what that button does. Oh, okay.
Oh my god. You know what that button does.
Nope, not a clue.
All right. Well, thank you, Powder
I
Hero.
hear double Jesse. Let me mute this one.
Oh, mute that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on some ambient music while we make sure the ambient music works. What do we want? Let's do Skyrim.
Hell
Wine
yeah.
and dine me with music.
Hell yeah.
Let me know in the chat how the music sounds. All right. Anyway, so hi everybody. Stevie, Sammy, Swirl, how are ya? Welcome back for season 2. I apologize, the cameras are a little bit off. I gotta fix those between episodes, but we'll get there. So very, very excited to be starting this back up. We are doing a few things different. As you can see, the overlays changed. I made a lot of different changes to stream and then made them again when we decided that we should go back to a 2 PC setup. So it's gonna be a little weird, as per usual. That's our MO here. Anyway, why don't we just jump in with a recap from last season. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. I think that should be good. All right. So, we ended last season with the party witnessing the revival of a demigod named Bane. And in a fight with his minions who were reviving him, they tried to stop the ritual but did not manage to do that. A lot of the village of Deadham was lost in the battle. And then when the god was revived, his brother, Radiant, another demigod, stepped in to try to assist. In the battle, which turned against the party, they tried to escape, and Radiant was cut down. Mwanza ran off into the forest, and the rest of the party was teleported away to save... Okay, did that actually happen, or did Swirl manage to do a USB disconnect noise? Or was that just Powder Hero? Anyway, so Powder Hero ran off into the forest. The rest of the party was teleported to safety by the Lord of Souls, our good friend. Powder Hero was chased by a dark rider and managed to narrowly escape. And after several grueling hours in the forest,
Heroically escaped.
Heroically escaped. And after several grueling hours of evading this dark rider in the forest, he stumbled upon the, an ancient abandoned temple in the mountains that Radiant had told them to go look for. The Lord of Souls also brought the rest of the party there. And that's actually where we're going to pick up this session. Last session, I felt we were running a little late. That never happens, but you know, we were. And I wanted to dial it back and then give it a little bit of the justice I think we missed. So we're gonna pick up now where the party is being brought forth from the battle outside of this abandoned temple in the mountains, or sorry, chapel in the mountains that they have just found. So I'm going to activate that scene. And we're going to leave the music on because I like it. And check out this other fancy thing we're going to do. All right. Oh, I didn't actually. Wait. Well, hang on, because we're on the wrong scene now. Where are we? There we go. Oh,
I feel like the Brady Bunch.
this is interesting.
That's why I make it clear.
This
I'm
is
having
a
issues
story.
with my character sheet.
Okay, now it works. What about your character sheet?
I can't open it.
Oh, you don't need it.
I know, I'm just saying I can't open it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, you
I
don't
feel
need it.
naked without it. I'm just saying.
You can open your character sheet. You have to click on your token or your name, not your token.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Now I feel less naked. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so the rest of you, other than Powder Hero, who is currently running for his life in the woods, the rest of you all find yourselves ripped through space and time and delivered here outside of this temple with the wind blowing around, snow in your face, and it's suddenly slightly colder than it was a minute ago. The Lord of Souls steps out behind you, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Silence is great.
I
Yes.
don't know this.
Sorry.
We're all very prepared.
So I want to just like reiterate,
I'm
this
not
is
there.
sorry for pulling out the meta. We're redoing this bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're outside here, and Powder's nowhere to be found.
Yes.
Yeah,
last session we were just kind of like, the Lord of Souls just drops you here and disappears. And I didn't quite like that, so I just want to rewind a little bit and then kind of deliver it a little better.
got it.
Okay.
Got it.
I do believe I've
Um,
just woken up.
I
Yeah.
I do believe it.
Oh.
I do remember that at this point in time, we just went through a really terrible battle, and
Mhm.
at least very high on my mind is that I need to sleep and rest and recuperate, and that building looks secure,
If not warmer
if not
than out
warmer.
here.
So I'm gonna say we go in.
Let me make sure we have.
The right. Yep.
Okay. I don't want
Okay, he's
to. I don't
here.
want to end up as
Is
like
he
the
here with
high-pitched
us?
version
Yes.
again.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh god. Yeah, we don't need that.
Okay, Lord of Souls is with us. See, I didn't understand.
Lord of
that
Souls
part.
is still
bud.
with you.
Thanks, buddy.
This is the spot you're looking for. Oh, see, when you use the voice mod, I don't know how it is on stream, but in Discord, we can't really understand
Cuts off.
you.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
cuts off.
I'll turn the pitch up a little bit.
How's that? That's a lot
Better.
better.
Okay.
Hey,
Perfect.
Freddy, what's up?
Okay, well, that changes. Hey, Sammy. That changes things knowing that he's here. I want to ask him what the fudge that Bane guy was.
That guy's an asshole.
I agree.
Yeah. Gathered that much.
He
He
and his
might have
brother
something nice about him,
hunted
but
me for years. You
He
couldn't tell.
hunted you?
They hunted me in the name of their god, Dawn. They hunted me down, and they killed thousands of my constituents.
Well, fuck those guys.
Yeah, I mean, that seems unnecessary. You know, you're just a guy doing a job. So, I don't know. I don't know much about gods. Okay, so
This was long before they became demigods.
Mm.
Hmm.
Radiant used to be a human named Torvath, and his brother Bane used to be a human named Reddit. They were the leaders of a group called the Crimson Dawn, and this was their headquarters, I presume.
Oh, so maybe you don't really want to be here.
I'm not going in, if that's your question.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
checking the vibe, you know.
I mean, Radiant. What was Radiant's name?
Torvath.
Horvath? Torvath?
Torvath Cool is his name.
Sorry,
Without
I
the
heard
voice mod.
Horvath, and I was like, what?
I might need that spelled out because I'm still unclear if there's an H or a T at the beginning of that.
Why don't I just put that in the stream chat just in case?
Or
Horvath.
Horvath. Yes, that's his name now.
That's it, Stevie.
I'll tell you. I will tell you this, Mr. Lord of Souls. I've offered Torvath many bagels, and he does not share our appreciation for them.
He didn't take a single one.
He didn't take a
he
single.
did it one time.
No, he took a pastry one time, but he never took a bagel.
How often did we see him after we got
Makes
the
sense. Oh, I just muted myself. Never mind.
That makes sense. He's always been a bit uptight.
Yeah, seems
Yeah.
like it. Seems like it. Well, I guess thanks for the lift.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that was getting real bad.
A little dicey.
Yeah, we appreciate that greatly.
And I don't see how we can get all these souls for Micah for you if we're dead. So I think it was mutually beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
Look around inside. I have a feeling there's something in there that might be beneficial for you. And Micah, well, we'll talk.
And with that, he steps back through his portal into
Bye, buddy.
hell.
I
and
still don't
closes
like
behind
him.
I know I'm not supposed to like him, but I kind of do.
I like him.
I
Well, we know that.
I know that I'm not supposed to. I'm sure there's a good reason not to, but it just seems like it just seems like a guy doing a job.
He's a chill guy. He helped us.
Until we don't get the souls, and then what, Micah?
And then that's my problem.
We'll get the souls.
Yeah, we'll get. I mean, if I have to slaughter some innocent bystanders, yeah, so be it.
Micah.
Maddie, I don't know if you've noticed, everywhere we go, people are trying to kill us.
This is
I know,
true.
but I just. We don't have to. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. I'm cold. Can we go inside?
Yes, we
Yes.
should do that. Let's do.
I will head
I
inside.
think it's warm.
All right. So as you start to head inside, you see Wanza approach. So this is where the rest of you kind of converge back together, heading into this chapel, church, fortress thing.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, welcome to the party.
Where'd you go?
You guys missed it. It was a pretty nice scenic route I took here. I don't know. You guys must have took the expressway or something.
Yeah, there's a lot less walking in ours.
You guys missed it though. There were some sights. There's this dude on a horse, and he's very friendly. He kept trying to come stab me.
Oh, that sounds very friendly.
Is he
Did
still...
he follow you?
Yeah.
Nah, I lost him like a long time ago, someplace. I think, probably, most likely.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, so somewhere back there in the mountains.
About that getting inside, then I think making sure the door's shut and
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
we should
barricaded.
lock ourselves in here for a little while, explore, get some rest, recuperate.
is Benry
Mhm.
still here with us?
Menry is
That's a good question.
he is with you. I believe we said he went with you through the portal.
Okay.
Woo!
I'm just gonna have him hang out outside then.
All right,
Is he
so
cold?
Menry will walk up and kind of
He'll be
find
okay.
like a spot up around here to just perch, get a little bit of shelter.
Cool.
He's a little
Okay.
too big to. Yeah, it is cool actually. He's a little too big to fit in the door, so that works. So as you guys walk into this building, it is, if you recall, a large square room with 3 doors or doorways around the main chamber. There's one straight ahead of you and 2 off to the left and the right. Around this room itself, there's different kinds of alcoves built into the walls, lined with stone pillars and artifacts from different battles. You can see tapestries depicting battles between men and demons, gods and other gods. And over all of the doors is a script written in a language you can't read.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually just kind of fast forward a little bit through that because this part happened in a way. So you guys all start to find a spot to sit down and relax while Mwanza goes around and starts looking at the different scripts across the top of the doors. And as you are looking at them, you hear a voice in your head, and it's Grimbeard telling you that, you know, he can sort of make out some of this wording. It seems like it's derived from a language that he knew, an ancient language. And he helps you speak the words, Mwanza, and as you do, the door opens, revealing a large chapel. And this is the room straight back. It's lined with pews. There's a red carpet up the front, or up the middle. And there's windows, stained glass windows, depicting a rather radiant woman. Her face is obscured by light in all of them. And light comes in through the windows, which is very odd because you're in the middle of a mountain. But nevertheless, there's light coming in through the windows, lining the whole chapel all the way up to a sword stuck in a stone. And there's a brilliant bright light coming from a stained glass window right behind it, depicting the same woman in silver armor, flowing robes, and angelic wings out, you know, furled out, holding a sword aloft.
Do-
Did we lose?
No, I'm here. I'm just having a minor. There we go. I'm back. All right. So there,
Okay.
I see this painting with the sword. She's holding aloft. And you said I saw the other sword?
Yeah, you see the sword. It's in like a standing at the back. And they're not paintings, they're stained glass, but yeah. So it's the room is like very bright.
I'm gonna walk up to the sword and put my hand upon it.
So as you do, you feel this warmth in you, kind of like radiating out from your center. And you get this like feeling of a will that's very hard to break, and you want to pull the sword out.
I swing the sword out.
So you just pull, and this swing noise echoes throughout the whole chapel, and you feel the will of this goddess come over you, and you feel compelled to kneel and swear an oath. I'll let you kind of describe that, because this is a big moment.
Describe what, the oath, or
You feel the will coming over you to kind of renounce the way that you have, or the methods that you've been,
yeah,
you know. Yeah.
yeah. So Monza starts swearing off the oath of vengeance he initially had, and then as he does, light, I guess you could say, fills him, and he starts to speak a new oath. But if anyone was nearby to listen, they actually would realize he's not speaking even a language he could understand, and swears a new oath. And pretty much it's an oath of like kindling the light, sheltering the light, preserving your own, and being the light, like being the light of the people, guiding people type thing. And he understands the basics of what this oath means, but actually doesn't understand the words.
Perfect. So as you do that, you feel the light swell up. Your eyes start to glow a bright yellow, and you feel yourself kind of like becoming one with the sword. You can feel the will of the goddess driving your actions at this point. And your arm, which up until this point was still broken, heals itself. It is no longer like just a broken, shattered piece of you. It regrows, and Grimbeard is expelled from your body immediately.
Oh, hello.
Oh, was not expecting that.
Nor was I.
What you have there? That's a new weapon for you, Monza.
Yeah, shiny sword.
Yeah, can I get a look at that?
Sure. We'll take a peek.
And he goes and he doesn't touch it, but he just kind of moves his hands over it. He says, "Wow, that's it's even more ancient than anything I've seen. I dare not touch it. I don't know if it..."
Yeah. The light might burn you, or who knows what to you, and I'd rather not lose a good friend like you.
That will.
No one's been inside me quite like you.
I have to insist you don't put it that way. But thank you. I will choose to take that as a compliment.
Don't
That
worry,
is,
we'll keep the Lord of Souls away from you too.
That has got to be a powerful artifact, Monza.
It feels very powerful too. Very.
Yeah. Well, let me, I suppose I'll just take a seat over here with the rest of the crew then. I didn't want to get too close to that thing, and I don't think I can, I think I'm on my own now, aren't I?
Hey, you're still with us.
Well, I mean, I've lost my, my home. Referring to the fact that he can no longer, live or possess your body.
Do we know that he can survive outside of Monza?
You don't so far.
Oh, good.
He hasn't.
I mean, he did before.
He hasn't
It's
been
true.
outside of Monza since the rock collapse.
Oh, that's true. We were in like his home area at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be fine, at least within the walls of the temple. I feel like if you weren't, you would have already started having issues. I'm going to look him up and down. Do I see anything changing with him from what I remember from back in the dwarf town?
No.
Any tingly feelings?
You don't look too different.
Are we all
Yeah, I feel
awake?
okay. The rest of you are. It's up to you what you're doing at this moment. You were going to kind of find a spot and just take a rest because you are exhausted.
How loud was Monza's unintelligible muttering oath?
You probably wouldn't have thought too much of it other than the swing noise, and now Grimbeard is talking. You would hear that echoing out in your chamber because it's a large stone building with not much to absorb any of the noise.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Maybe they would have heard me start uttering the oath because it's a big empty temple type room, and where I was might have actually echoed around.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they would have heard it, but it probably wouldn't have seemed like anything too out of the ordinary for a paladin to be praying in a temple.
In a weird language no one's ever heard.
Micah definitely assumed this was completely normal and went to take a nap.
No, it's just Monza. He's doing his normal weird stuff.
Yeah.
Wizards.
Yeah, I think that Mozzarella was trying to sleep, but then he heard Grimbeard talking, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then it's like, Monza, can you and Grimbeard just be quiet? And then he opens his eyes and sees that Grimbeard is outside of Monza, and he's like, "Oh boy, guess I'm up now. What's going on here?"
I mean, Grimbeard's not inside me anymore.
I see that. I feel like that needs a little bit more explanation.
I kind of wave my hand, and it's the good arm, or the arm that was like missing in the ghost arm. No, no.
I did suspect that might grow back, so that's cool.
Well,
okay. What did you do? What did you touch?
I just picked
Wanza,
up
you
a
might as
sword,
well tell him the story here, or would you like me to?
Yeah, we're just checking out the temple. You know, it's a dawn temple. You know, the goddess I swear an oath to, and I just picked up a big shiny sword that was here underneath that stained glass back over there. Over Wander, and I start pointing over me.
Patty looks around him.
Can I?
See, here's the sword.
Is he
Now,
like
hold it up.
waving? Is he like waving the sword around? That's
Yeah, see the sword right here. See?
oh,
And I'm pointing a lot with my arm that was like gone. By the way, like that's the arm you see. I keep pointing back. The other hand has the sword as I'm talking.
can I mean, I guess I don't really need to do an Arcana check. It's obviously magic because his arm grew back and spat Grimbeard out. That
Also shining like light too.
that is a very, very impressive sword.
Yeah.
Wow. No. I mean, maybe a
I
little
don't
bit.
think Grimbeard should touch it, but
Yeah, I don't think Grimbeard should touch it. If it spat Grimbeard out of you, I do not think he should touch it. I also have, some concerns. I'm not concerned. Well, one of our good buddies, this is a Temple of Dawn, and this seems like a magical artifact linked to Dawn, and our good buddy Micah here has some inextricable ties to the Lord of Souls, and when he dropped us off here, he told us that our buddy Radiant and his dick brother Bane used to hunt him across all ends of the realm in the name of the god Dawn.
Was that before or after he became a god?
He didn't say anything about himself. He said it was before Radiant and Bane became demigods.
I think that's the important question to ask. If it was before or after. If it was before, it's very interesting. Or no, if it was after, it would be very interesting. But before, maybe they're on a mission to stop him from becoming a replacement Lord of Souls or something like that.
I don't know. All I know is he said that it was in the name of Dawn, and that sword looks very cool and is probably very good for you. I just want us to be careful about what it could mean for Micah.
Yeah, Micah will be fine.
Well, Micah. Micah will be fine. I have no doubts about that.
Micah's just snoring away on a bench somewhere.
I have a few questions about Micah, but she might be okay.
Micah's fine. The sword's not going to hurt her. She's not like, as long as she's not our enemy, it's all good. Micah's not our enemy, right?
No.
Right now. Okay. Well, I mean, do you see anything else in here that we should take a look at? The Lord of Souls did mention there might be something in here that we could use, and it looks like you found it.
I mean, there's what? How many more chambers in here? Yeah, will I find something of use in the other areas?
Grimbeard, do I understand correctly that you can read the words in here?
A little bit.
Okay.
It's
Well, maybe we should.
No, it seems to be derivative of a language that was prevalent in my time.
Okay.
That was a long time.
Thank you.
Maybe we should
You're welcome.
take a peek around.
That was what, goblin, you said?
What, the language?
Yeah, I'm kind of asking him what the language was.
Oh, goblin.
That's using like the worst language possible.
No, it was not goblin.
Oh. It's not common dwarf or I think halfling. It all sounds the same to me. Outside that lovely language I just spoke, I don't know what that was though.
I've never heard of that either.
Do we know where we are in terms of like a point on the map?
You do not.
I meant to
I
ask
feel
that.
like if you looked around,
Wanza
we'd
might
figure
have an
that out.
idea.
Do I?
Yes.
Would I recognize if I was outside?
No, because you got teleported here.
Oh, okay.
Lore. Would I roll or how would I know?
Just roll like a survival check.
Survival. To do normal.
I mean, you did run here.
Oh, we see how
9,
the
11.
roll thing works.
I don't know if I noticed anything pop up on screen.
There it goes. It's just doing its thing.
It definitely didn't show up on stream, though.
It definitely did not do that. No. I'll check that in a second. So anyway, what was your total?
11.
11. You are northeast of where you were fighting Bane. So the area that you were fighting Bane in was directly north, a little bit north. I'm sorry, you were a little northeast of Deadham when you fought Bane. This is like far northwest of that.
We are probably a good northwest day's walk away from Deadham.
Okay. I say, like, we need a plan. So,
I think our plan should be first, maybe, if it's not too late, trying to get back to Deadham, or at least maybe sending a runner. Don't know what that was about. A runner back to maybe warn them and either, I don't know, join us here or evacuate to Storm Shield, I think it was called. Jesse, is that what the big castle in the middle is called? Storm Shield?
Stern Shield. I'm just
Stern
test
Shield.
rolling, sorry.
well, the fastest runner is going to be Maddie and Menry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking if she was willing
can
to
do
do
that.
that.
I can go. We can go. Where do we want them to go, though? Do we want them to come here? Or...
I'm going to say Stern Shield is probably better. Head away from the wave of destruction.
Well, is it better? I don't know. Okay, this is outside of character. I don't know how gods work in this game. Like, this being a Temple of Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
are like the Lord of Souls didn't want to come in here. I'm assuming Bane, now that he is a demigod, isn't following Dawn anymore because it doesn't seem like his actions didn't, they really weren't cash money. and it doesn't seem like
It seems like he's encroaching upon the territory of the Lord of Souls.
so.
It was very not live, laugh, love of him.
It was very not live, laugh, love of him. So like,
He's
would he
trying to-
even be able to? And maybe you can't tell me, but I just am trying to understand the rules of the universe. Is he even able to like come into this building, or is it sacred ground, quote unquote?
Jesse, would I be able to like
yes.
roll to see if this was like part of Dawn's realm or something? Because with like the lights coming through the window and everything.
Yeah, you can roll a history check. Mazzarello wouldn't know that there's any law forbidding anyone from coming in here.
Okay.
12.
A 12. This is. It doesn't seem like a place that is part of any like celestial realm, but you can tell it's obviously dedicated to Dawn.
Okay. So it's not bigger on the inside.
No, this is exactly as it looks. It's not mundane. There's magic going on here, but it's not.
It's mortal. It's not
Yes,
celestial.
it's made by mortals.
So I'm gonna bring this up, saying I'm pretty sure this is just a mortal place. He probably just didn't want to cross Dawn, because obviously whatever overarching issues him and her had a long time ago, they're probably still a bit at odds, but not like they used to. Otherwise, he'd still be hunted. So
He may still be hunted, and we don't know. But
I feel like we would have had signs of that by now, maybe.
fair.
Well, but Bane just came back.
Yeah.
Like, in Radiant has been hiding as a dude in a cloak for the past 9 episodes.
Yes.
So he probably hasn't been back for a whole lot of time either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever his name was, Bane. He was locked up, and so something went wrong with him. And
You
You
do
don't
know
know
that
what?
Radiant killed him.
all right, so Radiant killed his brother. So he's revived. And for some reason, the Lord of Souls didn't take his soul. So that's a thing.
Maybe he couldn't.
Yeah. Wait, so are all 3 of them brothers, or just Radiant and Bane are brothers?
As far as you know, just Radiant and Bane are brothers.
Okay.
I guess we could tell him to go to Stern Shield. I don't know.
I'm feeling like the capital fort might be the best place for them.
What are we telling them? Are we causing like a ruckus? Or
Oh, I think a lot of them know something bad's happening, and we need to make sure they're not staying in their village and getting to the safest spot they can. And to give that place warning to maybe get other towns buckled down, or to evacuate those without walls into safer locations.
If we're not already too late.
I probably wouldn't give 100% of the details.
I would just say an invading army of something coming from the north. I don't know.
Bad guys
Believe
this
us,
way, run.
Just tell them winter is coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, Jesse, what like kingdoms to the north that we might not be friendly with? Would we know?
You're as far north as you know the world goes.
Okay.
Do you guys want to see if there's an invisible wall?
No, it just goes.
If you
on
go over the
forever.
mountains, you're actually going to find out that this entire continent is on a floating turtle.
Like, I demand to remake my character as a panda.
If we go further north, I'm pretty sure that we're just gonna drop off the edge of the table.
Mm, I see. I think, Maddie, you should just tell them that danger is coming. There's an army approaching, and you want to get them to safety. And then if they are resistant,
Well, that's their fault.
That's
so
natural
Risk your life
selection.
for theirs.
I'm with my gun on
yeah.
As much as I
that.
want to save them.
tell them as much as you think is worth telling them to get them to safety.
Okay.
But maybe leave out the undead army part.
Okay.
Well,
Or
the
don't.
villagers from the north are going to be aware something's happening, so they should be made aware without a doubt. Because they were there at the tree. The ones that lived are probably back home by now, I'd hope, and hopefully they're not caught up in whatever's going on yet. But
Do we even know that the people left in Deadham ever woke up?
no, but I'm saying we
No.
had ones we saved from the tree, remember?
Yeah.
And they
Well,
might be back home, and we got to tell anyone that's there to go.
Yeah. Well, they could
Hang out in the
corroborate.
town and don't hang out in the town and lick your wounds. Get the heck out of there.
So we're sending Maddie and Menry by themselves to tell the people of the town to leave?
Are you light enough to go on there with her?
Probably not. My fear here is that Bane came back not that far away from that town.
Yeah.
So if we're sending Maddie and Menry back alone, I'm afraid we might be sending them into something.
Well, I feel like Maddie and Menry are going to be smart enough to know that if they start approaching and they see the village on fire, probably to not go into the village.
Plus, I gained 3 more hit points. I'll be fine.
They've got this. They're fine.
Yeah, my thought is they're up in the air, and if they see it's not safe, don't go anywhere near and just immediately fall back.
Yeah, that would be the plan. I don't really feel like,
It would take us a
duking
day to
anything
get
out
there.
with demigod.
It would probably take us a good day,
Day
maybe
and a
half a
half.
day, up to a day. You know,
I
would
mean, we
take
could
you-
start heading that way.
It would
To
take you like a
provide
day of
support.
walking, not 24 hours, but like maybe 8.
Okay.
yeah,
we could-
daytime day.
We could start heading that way to provide support. And if it's safe, Maddie could get
Also think we
down.
should finish taking a peek at whatever's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I say we walk around to the different rooms and point at stuff and say, Grimbeard, what does that say? Grimbeard, what does that say? Until we're satisfied.
So are
Then-
they're like plaques with writing on them?
There is different, like, not plaques, but there's like little phrases over the top of the doors.
Okay.
So we're in the main hall. How many doors are there besides the one we just walked in?
2.
2. Okay, so what's the one directly to my right say? You said we walked into the center one.
They all say the same thing, and you could tell from your experience getting into this one that it's like a
Okay.
passphrase.
So I
It's-
walk up and say the other thing to the one to my left.
Okay. So you repeat what Grimbeard kind of relayed that opened the door. The one to the left, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one opens up into a large room similar to the size of the chapel that you were in. However, this one is lined with corpses. There's probably 30 corpses in here. And it looks like there was some kind of conflict. I just
Oh
noticed
my.
the VTuber thing there.
What is what is the state of decay?
Very, very old. This
Okay.
looks like the beginning of like the Mines of Moria level decay.
Okay.
Okay.
So they are mostly human, but there are some other, maybe halfling or gnome, or some larger skeletons in there as well. They're covered in like dust and webs, but you can distinctly tell that there's 2 different kinds of armor. Some of it is like silver and red, or you can see like flecks of red on some of the armor that's worn with age. Others are just dark black, and there's some like fragments of black cloth around them as well. So you could tell that they were dressed in like black or dark clothing with dark armor, and then others, you know, very like Templar-esque, with like silver and red armor.
Is
Are
the
there any-
armor decayed as well?
It's old.
Are there
Okay.
any identifying symbols that we can make out on the armor?
No. Some of the yeah, actually, roll a investigation check for me. Oh wait, actually, let me try something.
Okay.
I am also going to say that Micah has woken up at this point and is now in this room with y'all,
What's up,
seeing what's
Micah?
going on. Oh, hey, hi.
Grimbeard's not inside Wanza anymore.
I did notice that.
I look over you, Micah. Look, I'm all for getting your souls to help your brother. Just please don't go after Grimbeards.
Grimbeard is safe.
That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Grimbeard's a buddy. We're good.
Okay, I can't do that. So yeah, just go ahead and roll investigation.
Investigation. Boom. 16.
All right, 16. So you can make out that a couple of the ones, or well, you know, you kind of go through and look at some of the ones that are like the silver and red, and you can make out a symbol that you see around this temple. I'm just gonna call it a temple. And that appears to be a symbol of the order that used this place. You
Of
see
the
a similar
Dawn
symbol
Crimson.
on your sword as well, actually.
Okay, so the Crimson Dawn.
The hand guard on your sword is actually that symbol. It's like a curve with a sun with spikes coming out to represent like sun rays. And the other ones have the same symbol, but it's scratched off, like
And
damaged.
those must be Bane.
I do like the black armor.
Yeah, unless we could safely take off the symbol, let's not wear that armor, please.
You know,
If you
I
find a
just
way-
wanted it if it was nice.
It doesn't seem like it's a symbol of Bane. It seems more like they
Desecrated the symbol.
willingly desecrated the symbol of the order.
Yeah, yeah. Unless we could restore it or like remove it, I'd say let's not wear that right away. Maybe
Well,
Grimbeard can help with that. He's good with that stuff.
Is there any armor in a condition that we could, repurpose for ourselves?
Well, you
any
can
of
roll an
us?
investigation check, but it would be unlikely. But as you mentioned, I'll let you roll the check while I describe this. So as you're kind of looking through, Grimbeard bends down and you see his hand kind of like disappear into one of the silver and red armored guys. And it starts to animate as he does. And he pulls his hand back out and he says, "Oh, that was interesting. Never done that before."
Can you possess one of these dudes?
You could have a body again.
I don't really know. I've never tried it before.
Try it. Try it.
Mozzarella, you don't find any that you feel would be safe or serviceable to wear.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I kind of get that.
Are there any dwarf-sized skeletons in this hall?
Yeah.
I mean, they were like halflings and gnomes.
No, I want to
Yeah.
find one that's dwarf specifically, and I'm going to point it out to Grimbeard and say, "Why don't you try it on this one over here?"
Maybe he wants to be taller.
I was just about to say
Maybe
the
he
same thing.
wants
No,
Be a
he's a
baller.
proud dwarf. If he wants
A
to be
shot
taller, he
baller.
disappoints me as a dwarf. That's all I
No,
got.
that's all right. I like a my-size warrior. And then he like slides into the skeleton, and you see the skeleton kind of like move and shake off, and you hear this like bloop, 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 bloop of the bones kind of rattling together. And he says, I don't know if this is really for me, but and he's like adjusting his jaw and stuff. Okay, I could get used to being a little more corporeal.
Yeah, at least you have like a physical form now and you can touch stuff.
Yeah, you could pick up hammers and make stuff too. And invent stuff. And teach rune smithing again. Well, probably, maybe not that one because people are weird. But
Look, like next time we go to a town, maybe we find you a fresher body to inhabit.
You
Like,
can drink things.
Look, I don't know if I'm really into that idea. I feel a little
like a
uncomfortable as it
fresher-
is.
yeah, I
You
feel
know,
like
this
a
was-
fresher body might be a bit much.
This is
I
a
do-
little bit invasive, I think.
I
But
see.
as a trial run, you know, it's okay.
Yeah,
Do-
ancient dead skeleton seems fine. Maybe we can. Oh, thought. We can't do it right now at this moment. We got to keep it in the mind for the future. We find Grimbeard's original body one day. We got to head back to that city anyways to clear
That
it
was
out.
a very long time ago.
These bodies are older. Or they're still there. I bet you his might be around. It's probably in the bar. I'm like, wait, was it what the?
His
Yeah,
had a
it was in
big
the bar, but
explosion.
ones that look. I don't know
you
if I
feel weird.
want it back, really. I
Be
don't.
weird. Less weird. You taking over your old London random
Yeah,
persons.
I agree with you there, but it's just, you know. I mean, it's a little weird. How would you like to be in your own body when you're 2,000 years old?
What,
that's fair.
Yeah.
we'll find you something comfortable to wear.
Grim, you can
alright?
have mine if I die.
Well, let's not have any. I appreciate the sentiment, but let's avoid that, okay? It's not all it's cracked up to be.
So, are you just in the skeleton, or are you the armor is part of you too?
The armor is kind of like hanging off. It's part of the body. And you can see
Oh,
like,
it's
there's kind of like a smoky, wispy blue coming off of the skeleton, and his eyes are lit up with the same kind of blue color that, you know, his ghost was.
But there's nothing going on with the armor.
The armor is a tat. I'm not sure what you mean.
Like, could we get him better armor? Is that what you're asking?
No. So Wanda's brain is thinking he's wondering if we can make magical, like, runic, like magic metal bones for him to make his own body.
Oh, like put me in a golem.
Oh,
Yeah, something like, I wonder if you can inherit something like that.
That's actually a very interesting idea.
Yeah.
We did do a little bit
Less
of that.
upsetting to people than a ghost or a skeleton walking around.
Exactly, and then he could make it as he wishes.
We did have, we had, I totally forgot about this until just now. We used to have an experimental division in the hold that was doing something called soul forging, where they would use runesmithing to attach the soul of a dead dwarf into a metal golem.
Ooh.
I don't know how it worked exactly, but there might have been some scrolls or a book or something back in Dol Guldur, if we could go back there at some point.
No, that's
It's not
definitely
a
gonna-
rush. I'm not going anywhere.
No. But well, we got to deal with the current situation, at least getting it control. But no, that's something definitely to do for you in the future, without a doubt.
Oh, that would actually be great. And I could be a little taller.
And a
Whatever.
baller.
And a
You
shot
can be
collar.
taller, you can be shorter, you can make your swords arms into swords, whatever you'd like.
I like hands.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else in this room other than all of these skeletons?
Yes. Actually. So in the middle of what seems to have been a rather disastrous battle, there is it seems like it's kind of like a hall, and on the sides are different tapestries and things. They're mostly ripped up, so nothing you can really tell. You know, this place has seen the ravages of time and a battle, so there's nothing really to see going in, but it used to be some kind of like reliquaries on the sides. In the middle, though, and it seems like what they were defending is a large kind of like war room table, on which is a map. And there are also several scrolls and books along the table.
Okay, can I look at the map and see if it gives us like a name of the area we're in or anything interesting?
Well, okay, I just realized the map that I have in here is incorrect because for some reason, when I exported the map, it like took random words and then put them where I had other words, and I don't really know why. So I have to fix the map, but I'm going to show you the map.
Okay.
And I will explain the differences when we get. I mean, some of them are very obvious. Like there's a mountain range that's a forest. But anyway, so that's not how I show it to you guys. This should show up on the stream too. Yep. So Volengard is another continent completely. So ignore that. We are in Werheim, which is the name of the continent that you're on. This is the map that you see. You are... Can you see my... Oh, where did it go?
I don't see
away.
anything popping up on stream. I have it in front of me, though.
There it goes. Now you should see it.
I see it.
So this area right under... why does it keep disappearing? The area right under...
Oh, that part.
Darth
I see what's happening. Okay.
is where we are.
The area right under what? I'm sorry.
Darth on the stream. Stern Shield.
Oh, okay.
That is where
All
you
right.
Oh,
are.
where it says Stern Shield? Okay.
Yes.
And we're probably, to the far north of that little thing in the snow.
Appearing on stream. You are in that little area right northwest of Deadham. You are at like the top corner of that. I'm just going to keep showing it.
Every time you open it, it opens up a new one on me.
Sorry. It just keeps disappearing on stream, and I'm not sure why.
Maps open.
So Volengard is another continent completely. I don't know why it says Volengard there. It wasn't even on this map, to be honest with you. So it's supposed to say Werheim. And the area that is like northwest of Thornwood is the Crimson Peaks. That is a forest called Thornwood Forest. Crimson Peaks is nowhere near there. And it's actually down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Ah, I see it's on there twice.
It is. I don't know. And Thornwood Forest is nowhere to be found. So I don't know what's going on. But regardless, and if I look at it on the website, it's perfectly normal. So that's
strange.
That's the weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's missing for me. Now, is there a place I can see that again?
Right here?
Yeah, I was wondering if there's a way for me to find it back. Okay. So
You
the Crimson
find
Peaks.
what?
The map and the thing, but it's fine.
Oh, it should be in your journal. It's a little book on the menu on the right-hand side.
I see player cheat sheets.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's all
yeah,
I
you
see.
should also have that. I think, if I... Maybe I have to configure...
Second.
So
Ownership
why is there a red
for
circle around the
you
Crimson
guys.
Peaks?
I don't know.
Because then there's a circle to the north with a question mark for me too.
Yeah.
That's
weird,
where you
isn't it?
fall off the table.
Yeah.
Is this stuff we actually see on the map itself right now?
It's drawn on the map on the table, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
wonder-
is the map that you see on the table as is,
Okay.
except for, the weird spelling or weird word mistakes that.
So
I-
in universe, we see a circle where should be Thornwood Forest,
Yes.
and we see a circle in the ocean, I'll call it, with a question mark.
Yes.
Okay.
Ocean
I
would be
wonder if
correct.
that's where the turtle head is. Oh,
Or
okay.
it's but.
Okay, so I definitely think we hold on to this map.
Agreed.
It's
It's
on the
part of the
floor.
table.
Okay, so I think we hold on to this table.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking through some of the scrolls and see what they might say.
All right.
Is
so,
there? Can I find like a blank piece of like paper, parchment, whatever, and draw this map out?
Yes.
I would like to do that.
Okay, so you spend about an hour making a copy of this map. In the meantime, Wanza's going through the papers and books on the table, and they all are written in that old language, so it takes a while. And at the same time, Maddie, I don't know if you want to go do your thing while they're doing this.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
head out and warn the town.
So you go out and find Menry, and the two of you fly off towards Deadham. And we'll come back to you in a couple minutes. Mwanza, you
Lovely.
spend... Oh yeah, sorry. Mwanza, you and Grimbeard spend time poring through these books and documents. And also, I'm assuming Mozzarella is probably helping with one of these two things, unless you wanted to do something else.
No, I mean, I think that Mozzarella, because he kind of dumb, is he's just kind of like wandering around the keep.
Okay, so you're just kind of wandering around, checking out all of the stuff around the keep. With Grimbeard's help, or I should say, Micah, after about an hour of work, manages to get a very good copy of this map drawn out.
Cool.
So you can keep that with you.
Yes.
And Mwanza, after a couple of hours of work with Grimbeard, going through the different books, scrolls, and things like that, you've translated out several passages that you believe are related to the circles on the map. The one in Thornwood Forest, you believe, is... Hang on one second. I have to open up my notes here. So the one that is circling Thornwood Forest, you believe, is referencing something called the Soulwood, which is some kind
Sounds like
of
my kind of place.
some kind of area in the forest. The language is not anything that anyone can actually read, so you don't get a whole lot more information, but you know that it is some powerful relation to these are you discern that these are all relative to different, or both of these, I'm sorry, are relative to different gods, and this one is a powerful thing called the Soulwood. The other one is mentioning tracking down the location of a shield called the Aquilian Aegis.
Sounds fancy.
Shield.
Yes.
Who doesn't like a good shield?
And that is those two things.
I'm gonna point out to Mike. Mike, I think this one might be related to your boss. Something soul, something in the forest.
Yeah, I would that sounds like something he would have, is a forest of souls. Probably worth looking at some point.
Then so was the shield one the one in the middle of the ocean, or was that something else
The
altogether?
shield one is the one in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Based on a number of manifests for ships that you found, you are able to discern that you think that they thought that a ship went down carrying this artifact on its way north. They were going to an island.
Interesting, because there's not an island on the map.
That's the plot of Frozen 2.
Damn it!
That's this whole
Another thing
campaign
that
is just a
stole my
retelling
plot.
of Frozen.
Guys, water has memory.
One of us is the Queen of Ice. I don't know
It's
which one of us it is.
Oh, it's me, obviously. Hey.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay,
sorry.
so there's other rooms, right?
There is one other room.
One other room. Okay, I want to go check out that room. Because that's everything in here, right?
Yes, that is everything in here.
Was there
Okay.
like a barracks in this area or no?
Not in this area,
Okay.
but there is another
There was a
room.
long hallway, so I wasn't
Oh
sure
my
if it,
God.
like, branched off or not.
Okay, yeah, I want to go look in the other room.
Jeez, you're
Do I
muted.
have to say the thing to get it to open?
Yeah, so you go over there and you say the line that you've heard Wanza say. And as you do, there's an explosion, and then we go to motion. So motion.
No,
Good job, you broke it.
So
I'm dead.
motion, you are flying on Menri, and hang on, we need appropriate flying music.
Let's go.
Oh wait, no.
You need to play the never-ending theme song.
Yeah, let's go with
Probably
this one.
Copyright strike though.
So you're
That'd
flying
be very
on.
Maddie.
You're flying on Menri, and you get closer to Deadham, and as you do, you can see that there is, even though it's still nighttime, it's almost dawn, but it's still nighttime. There is no light in the city at all, but you can see, as you get much closer, faint wisps of blue all over the streets of the town.
Well, I'm not gonna be landing there, for one. How low can Menry go?
Menry can land.
Can he like? No, I don't want him to. I don't want him to
You
touch
can-
it either.
you
We're
can
not,
go
we're
as
not
low as
touching
the
that.
ground.
We're not touching that. No, he's not getting his little feetsies in the blue stuff. Can he go low enough to like swoop through the town to like window level?
Yeah, so you can get down like right above the roofs or even a little lower. As
Just
you
so I
do,
can like see.
as you do, you start to get a better view of what these blue wispy things are, and it's exactly the same as what you saw with Grimbeard. There are skeletons and zombies marching through the streets of town.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have so many.
Well,
Okay. Oh.
and I'm assuming that they're bad. They're bad. They're not Grimbeard's like friends.
No. Why can't
Magically
we
somehow.
see anything here? Oh, they are not Grimbeard's friends.
Okay,
These,
just check. You never know.
yeah, you never know.
All right. Well, my friend said to not intervene and to go back.
Here we go. We should be able to see this now.
Can Menry try to light them on fire? Just
There we go.
I love it.
Yes, you can.
like Maddie's not gonna battle, but can Menry do a little?
So
Battery doesn't fly by.
you see like different, skeletons and zombies kind of shambling around, and as you do, you just kind of have like you send a signal to Menry, either like a tap or something, and he nods approvingly, flies down, and then just buzzes the town and burns down a bunch of these skeletons and zombies. As you do, you see more of them starting to kind of funnel out of the different houses and out of the tavern. You recognize one of them as the former tavern owner. and several of the other patrons that were in the tavern when you were last there that were kind of slumped over the chairs and over the bar. You also get a glimpse of a large figure kind of coming out or rallying some of these skeletons and zombies around the graveyard in Deadham behind where the church was. If you recall, there was a larger graveyard back there. Yeah.
And I can't see who this figure is, just a...
No, I mean, you could get closer, but you would certainly risk being spotted or attacked.
I want to, but given Maddie's track record of battle and whatnot, we're just gonna do a U-turn right back to
Okay.
the group, just to let them know.
So this is
I don't
like,
want to also light the people that we knew on fire. Maddie feels really bad.
so this is like the back side of the town, right? You're looking, your point of view in this image here is like you're coming from the north looking south. And this is actually an image from Chris Strahd, but that Strahd's castle up there in the back, that'd be similar to where Sternshield would be, Sternshield Keep. It would be a little further out, but
All right, let's go there to warn them then. I forgot that was on the agenda.
okay. That's gonna take you about another 2 hours of flying to get there. Just a heads up.
Hopefully.
All right. So you continue flying. You like double back, so it's a little less obvious. You fly up towards Sternshield. This is, a good day's walk from Deadham, but it takes you about 2 hours to fly there, and it's probably about 7 in the morning when you get there. As you kind of crest the top of the hill here and you look down at Sternshield, the castle town that you were expecting to see is in ruins. Not by undead, and you actually see that there are a fair number of normal people there. But there are humongous sinkholes, about 6 or 7 of them, littering the castle grounds, like 10 feet wide, or more. There are people just kind of crying. There's like smoke coming up from everywhere. The castle is half in ruin. The only thing really standing here are the outer walls around the castle, and you could tell this was obviously not some sort of no, they weren't attacked from outside. Something happened from the inside.
Okay. I think I'm getting my places mixed up. No, I'm just gonna go straight to the who is in charge in Sternshield that we know?
You have not been to Sternshield before.
Oh, okay.
Sternshield Keep is the center of the barony. It's where the Baron lives. This is kind of like a trade hub for the barony.
Would I recognize like a Baron's house, like I guess a mansion?
It's well, he would live in the keep, which is like in shambles. There's there's 2 sinkholes on the left-hand side of where the castle or the keep used to be, and it is like collapsed into those. There are some of the outer walls of the keep still standing, and like half of a tower, but the rest of it is all fallen in.
Okay. I'm gonna land and find the nearest person and ask them if they can point me, if they know where the Baron is.
All right. So you land in what would have been the central trade area. A lot of the carts are kind of barren. There's goods just strewn all over the streets. And this is like a small place. Like there's a relatively small. There's shops and like caravans and carts and little stalls set up in 2 roads that go through the center of the keep area. And then on a hill behind that is Stern Shield Keep itself, which is, again, fallen. There are several sinkholes through this trade area that have collapsed and swallowed up trade carts and different buildings. Just a little bit of a backstory on this area. This is like the central trade area of the barony. So, you know, people travel here to trade, but there are also some buildings that sustain travelers as they come here to sell goods and then go back to like Lakeside or Deadham or Fallhaven. So anyway, so you look around and you see that there are a number of people kind of gathered up in one area. You land there. The first person you notice is actually your good friend, who's Arik Stonefist, whose name I had to look up real quick. So Arik is standing there with a number of guards from Lakeside, as well as a couple of villagers from Lakeside, and the goblins. And they are talking to a man who is younger, more elegantly dressed, you know, decently armed, and he has a large, tall, like very muscular man and a small or a younger kid next to him. So you land there, you hop off, and I'll let you take it from there.
Well, I walk up to them, knowing them, and cut to the chase and ask them what the heck happened here, and how sturdy are the walls? Kind of frantically.
All right, so you walk up to them, and you overhear a little bit of their conversation. They're talking about the former Baron. And Arik is the first one to greet you, and he says, "Oh, Maddie, it's good to see you. How... You've come at a bad time.
I can
don't know if
see.
you've noticed.
What?
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna let you finish. What happened?
We don't know. As it turns out, Frederick here came back to find the castle in ruins. Most of the villagers that live here were killed. We heard or felt some kind of tremors coming from the area, and a few of us decided to come up and lend a hand and see what was going on, but we had no idea it was this bad. Seems Frederick came in and found a similar situation. Frederick, by the way, you would sort of remember as the nephew of the Baron, who would kind of wander around the barony just checking in. He oversees like the guards in each of the towns and does some kind of logistical work. Frederick here has unfortunately become the new Baron today.
Well, I'm sorry to hear what happened to your town. But there's a lot happening. And we need to prepare because there's an undead army headed this way here too. So let's
And when you say that, so he kind of like nods without really saying much as you say that. And when you add the undead army, he just kind of stares off and just sits down.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, I'll help you any way I can, and I have some friends on their way.
I'm sorry, Maddie. Undead army?
Just, yeah, there's down in Deadham. I traveled over because it's been a long few weeks, days. I don't even remember anymore. And there's just been a lot happening. And there's demigods, and there's souls, and there's
whoa.
people,
Slow down.
and there's
demigods and what and undead army. We have just been demolished. This is our barony is in shambles, and there's. I'm sorry.
What we need to know right now is that there's an undead army in Dedham headed this way, and they're regrouping at a graveyard, and I think that there's going to be more of them. So we need to protect this now, and then when my friends get here, we can explain everything else. But right now, I need to make sure that you're secure so I can go back and tell my friends that we secured the place, and then we can tackle it together.
If there is an undead army, you'll excuse me, Lord, for suggesting this. But if there is an undead army coming this way, we will not hold this keep. We need to leave. And the other villagers, the guards, seem to kind of agree. Like, they give like a solemn nod. And Frederick stands up and he looks at them and he says, "No, of course. We're not prepared to fight off any other threats right now."
Now, Maddie's not familiar with around here, right?
Vaguely.
She wouldn't.
You may have come here once or twice.
Okay. Well, then I suggest that you evacuate what's left of your town. And I'll tell my friends that.
So where?
Well, if we go back the way that my friends are, we're gonna run into the army, so I'm not really sure.
There's only one way out of this. The only way that... He looks at... This is Frederick speaking. He looks at Arik and he says, we need to chance it, Arik. There's no way. And Arik looks back at him and he says, I don't like what you're implying, but I don't see any way around it either. And they look back at you and they say, how long do we have?
You have about probably, you said about a day?
Yeah, it's
Maybe
about a day's
less.
travel. Every, the barony is set up so that every town in the barony is about a day's travel from Sternshield Keep.
Okay, so yeah, you have about a day until they get here.
Is that enough time? I don't know. Maddie, I appreciate you telling us about the situation. We're going to have to abandon the keep at this point. Make for the passage west from here to the Savage Plains. Our only chance is to try to sneak past the barbarian tribes there. I don't know if we'll make it. And they
I
just
wish I knew.
They start kind of like talking amongst themselves. The people who didn't quite get the implication of what they were saying before are now realizing how dangerous this is going to be. They're clearly not happy about it. The Savage Plains, by the way, you would know. Sorry. Didn't
Yeah,
mean to cut
no,
you
that
off.
sounds. They sound pretty rough.
Yeah, it's an area off to the west, and the reason that Sternshield is cut off from the rest of Werheim is because of the barbarian tribes that inhabit the Savage Plains to the west. So they have not been able to get anyone else from the continent, basically, in or out of this area in hundreds of years. But the barbarians are held at bay by like a wall in the mountains that is very hard for them to pass because there's only one real way in or out.
I wish my friends were here. Well, I just start making way because it'll be a lot more safer than staying here. And when I get back to the group, I'll let them know, and then hopefully we can catch up to you in time. And
Frederick looks at you and he kind of stands up a little bit straighter, trying to assume his role as the new Baron, and he looks at you and he says, "Please find your friends and meet us at Fallhaven or at the Wall. Do what you need to do. You are more mobile than we are, but we're going to try to grab the last of the citizens of the barony and bring them to the Wall and see if maybe there's a way that we can avoid the barbarians on our way out."
All right. Is there anything Maddie can do for like the sinkholes with her mold earth? Just
No.
real quick.
So you can take a look at them and you can investigate. I don't know if mold earth is mold earth is not going to be enough to close them. But if you go in and you take a look at them, you can see that they are. No, you know what? I'll let you roll an investigation if you want to.
Okay. 17.
Okay, so you can tell that these were not man-made holes. In
Okay.
fact, they were made by some creature, and they were bored holes. Like something was burrowing through here.
Do I know this creature?
Roll a nature check.
Was it a creature that burrowed with me before?
I don't know.
Nature. 15.
Yeah, these are very reminiscent of burrow stalker bored holes. But you,
Alright.
this is confusing to you because they do not grow big enough to do this. The largest ones are probably like 15 feet long at most. Nowhere near big enough to make holes like this.
Okay. They seem vacant though. They seem like they're just gone.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna happen again.
It seems like they were made by a very weirdly aggressive burrow stalker. They don't ever attack towns or cities unless there is like they're being driven out of their home or something. But like they don't normally attack large groups. They stick to their own territories out in the wilderness. So this is a very odd situation.
Okay.
And again,
Alright,
the
well-
one that made these holes would have been probably like 50 feet long at least. Much, much larger than you would have expected.
That's fun. Okay. Well, knowing that she can't do anything, she looks back at the group and reassures them that we'll try to meet up again as soon as possible. And I'll get back on Menry and fly back to the group.
So they nod at you and they say, we're going to head to Fallhaven and then to the gate. So meet us wherever you can. We'll probably be at the gate in the next day.
Okay.
We're going to urge the people to move as fast as possible.
Sounds good.
All right. And with that, you fly back to the rest of the group.
Can I request we take breaks real quick?
I was going to get to that. So with Maddie flying back to the rest of the group, it's going to take a few hours to do that. We're going to take a break while that is happening in real time. So we'll be back in about 4 hours. Just kidding. We'll be back. We're all going to take a quick break. So just make sure you turn your camera off, but not in Discord so it doesn't like break the cameras. Because I can't actually like turn it off like I normally do. I got to fix that. But
Right.
all right. So who wants to take first break?
I
I'm
definitely need to go, so
All
I
right,
will be
motion,
back.
Motion and cheese. You guys take first break, and Powder and Darth and I will stay and hold down the fort. All right. So,
First break. What about second break?
well, we'll have that in a minute. All right. So, thank you guys all for hanging out, joining us back. I know it's been a little weird with our you know, because we were, of course, about a half hour late because Jesse can't make cameras work very well. Which, I mean, in my defense, it's hard to get them to work when you don't have the whole crew on. So it took a little longer. But anyway.
It was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I tried to get them as like aligned as I could with no one here. And then the issue was, as soon as you're all on and I aligned them, then they were a different size. And then I had to redo all of the like little motions. So, you know, like this and that and this.
Mod up Nightbot, please.
Yeah, Nightbot is
Oh, because it was going crazy last time.
Oh yeah, Nightbot is not a mod. That's why.
Yes, that's right. We had to remove it temporarily. Did you ban it or just remove the modding?
I think I just removed the mod. How do I make Nightbot a mod? Oh, I'm not in. Hang on. Oh wait, I don't want to. Well, okay, I'm fine with that. I accidentally pinned Sammy's waving at Whirl.
Everybody say hi to Whirl.
We're gonna unpin that after 20 seconds. But I want everyone to know that Whirl said hi, or Sammy said hi to Whirl. Also, hi Whirl. /mod Nightbot.
There we go.
There we go. I got it, Whirl. I'm a pro. I know how to do this stuff. All right. I am like I was saying before. I said this in our Discord chat earlier, but I'm very excited for this arc because I actually have no idea where this is gonna go. I planned a little bit of like 3 different directions we could go in, and I had no idea which one you guys were gonna take. And I actually have in my notes, assuredly they will do blank. And of course you haven't done that at all. So
yeah, I don't know why you would have written that. I mean,
I think it was a little bit of a joke for myself. Because even writing it, I'm like, I know that they're not going to do this. Actually, no.
So,
it was a little bit of a joke for myself, but also I am very surprised that we haven't done this yet. And now I'm kind of like wondering if it's going to happen. And that thing, of course, was the hunt for the glow buttons.
I mean, I still have mine. Trash can is here.
Yeah, trash cans.
I was kind of waiting for you to drop hints about the glow button. I was going to tell Motion to forget everything else and hunt down the glow buttons.
Yeah. Speaking of motion,
Maddie
welcome
kind of
back.
had stuff to do. Hi.
Thank you, Whirl. Yeah, so I'm interested to see where that's gonna go. Also, Patter Hero, you're ridiculous, but thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You're ridiculous.
I just realized how prepared I thought I was, and then you gave me like a solo mission, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I don't remember how to D&D.
Don't remember anything. So, but I think that went okay.
It went as good as it could.
On back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
All right, Patter
back.
and Darth, do you guys want to take a quick break?
Yep, I'll be right back.
All right.
Actually, I'm still here. I'm just gonna.
Do you need?
do
I
something.
think I will stay. I'm sure I can handle it. All right, so Cheese and Motion, thoughts on Arc 2 so far?
It's
scared.
It's very. We're gonna have to work really hard to ungrimdark your grimdark, but we will find a way.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about that today, obviously, and then as I'm writing this, I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna ungrimdark this. This is pretty bad.
Figure it out.
The situation, like, so the funny thing was, I didn't actually plan for both of these events.
Hello?
I think we
You got
lost
you muted.
Oh gosh. I thought my headset just cut out. I was like, oh really? You sounded interesting just now.
Nope, we just lost Jesse.
Well, while Jesse's down, I just realized I mixed up campaigns. My knowledge mixed up campaigns.
Oh no.
We didn't have like a burrowing thing in this one. We had it in that
Yes, we did.
Diablo one. Or did we? Which one?
Yep. It was just right after we got out
Was
of
it
the,
here?
tunnels.
Okay. Never mind then. I thought it was in the Diablo one. But those aren't the same things, right? We didn't.
Yeah.
No,
I thought it was mixing up campaigns. I thought I vaguely remembered
Okay, there we go.
molding
Hello.
earth out of a hole.
So that was weird. Apparently, the charger for my head or my microphone was not actually turned on, so it never charged my microphone. So my microphone died. That's why that happened.
That'll do it.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we did have the burrowing thing before. You fought the burrow stalker before you came up here, or you fought a burrow stalker before you came up here. That was not the Diablo campaign. That was this one.
I don't know. My brain went. Thought it was Diablo.
Nope.
Well, then
No,
never
because
mind.
remember, I shot it with an arrow, and then like it
Right.
spewed acid on you, and you wanted the ranger to stop shooting things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of our better shorts, I think.
I think so.
they're
Yeah.
all pretty good, but that one was funny.
Fucking roll. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay,
say
cool.
something. Oh yeah, so I was in the middle of saying I was prepping for this, and I was like, man, this is like, you guys do such a great job of ungrimdarking my grimdark, but this is pretty grim and pretty dark. And the funny thing was, at no point did I plan for these things to occur at the same time.
Sure.
I didn't actually. I was like, all right, we're gonna have one of these two things, and the way that it worked out, I was like, oh, they're both gonna happen at the same time. This is pretty bad.
Look, we either make it very lighthearted, or it's one extreme or the other. Okay.
I mean, I'm happy. I like it.
I mean, I guess I could have offered bagels or something, but
I did think about sending you with bagels, but you had
I was
already
hoping
flown
to
away.
stop in that him to like pick up bagels or something, but since it's under siege of the undead, that would
Yeah.
Yes.
I did-
But the
Pastries are really a big theme in this campaign.
Yeah.
That's
We
how
should,
we say hi.
We should rename the campaign Toxic Absolution. Maybe just change to D in Danish or something.
Apple turnover.
D in Danish. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, Maddie has flown back up north to rejoin you guys. We left off with you guys with an explosion. So you uttered the word to open the door, and an explosion happened. But that didn't really happen. That was a joke. So.
How dare you? First of all, I have been worried about my face for the past 20 minutes.
You're welcome.
Wow.
So the door opens, but there is a just ton of rock. Like, this room is caved in. There is no getting in here.
Hmm.
Cool.
Sorry, that probably was much less exciting than you were hoping
Unless.
for. With explosion.
Unless.
Uh,
Huh?
We have a friend with molder.
is Maddie back?
We will say that Maddie is probably back. Her round trip took about a day, but with the redoing the map and the translating and all that stuff, we could say that took around the same amount of time. There was probably a little bit of waiting once you opened the door and found that it's full of rocks. So anyway, Aragorn style, the door bursts open and Maddie walks in.
Nice. Maddie, there's some rocks here. Just begging for you to move them.
It's just one thing after another. Okay. Y'all not even guess what's happening. And I'm just like slowly moving rocks with my molder.
Can we offer Maddie a bagel for her trying times?
I wake Meffrey up and I ask for just a dozen. Maddie, what's your favorite bagel?
I like blueberries.
Can I get a dozen blueberry bagels?
Of course. And they just kind of like spew out of the bag.
Sweet.
Oh,
So
wait.
Fantastic sound
the
effects.
way I see it happening is Maddie is relaying every bit of information as she's removing the rubble. And it ends
So,
like right as it opens up.
Can we get a container that can make certain cream cheese or something like that too?
Yeah, didn't we get a schmear bag?
You did, but you never figured out what it was. But I think I told you off stream what it was.
Does it have any honey walnut in there?
It is the exact same thing as the bagel of holding, except it is a schmear bag. So it just does this.
Oh, that's right. I think I have the bag. I took it from that
You
little cabin thingy.
Yeah, it
It's-
doesn't.
it's
This one doesn't
schmearable.
talk. It just you open it and it is whatever kind of smear you want it to be.
I will offer Maddie some schmear from my sack.
Maddie's gonna. Maddie's gonna take some schmear from Micah's sack and sit down and stare harrowingly into the distance while eating a bagel because of everything
I'm
that's
sorry.
happening.
So there's one time at band camp.
Maddie is just at this point traumatized by undead army and giant worm things and her sister's schmear.
You've been through a lot in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all figure out what to do from here. But they're exiting the city and probably halfway to Fall Haven. So
Well, we should meet up with them. I'm worried about Lakeside too.
the goblins were there, so I'm sure something's happened.
You would
That-
know a lot of the residents from Lakeside were with them because they knew that something was going on there. Lakeside also, obviously they would let the rest of the villagers at Lakeside know, but Lakeside has its southeast. It has a direct path west and then north, so they would be able to safely kind of get to where they are going as well.
I guess we should meet up with them.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Well,
I,
then what? The army's still traveling,
Well,
and I don't know who's in charge. I couldn't see them, but
I don't think we can take on a whole army,
I think
to be honest.
I think for now we should at least get to these people and offer what aid we can, even if it's just bagels and schmear. Yeah. And schmear from Micah's sack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
And
wouldn't break the grim. We did it.
we did it.
Well done.
But I think we should offer aid at least with getting these people relocated, finding a safe space, and maybe in that time more things will become clear and we can, set out to. I don't know that we are strong enough to face whatever is coming head on, so we may need to,
And underground. I think
Yeah.
somebody's done something terrible to those burrow.
we could. I mean, there is that really mysterious looking golden glowing city thing.
What was it? A ziggurat. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Near Grimbeard's home, and that could somehow play a role in all this, but I don't know what at the moment. But that is underground.
God, it's been so long since we've been there. I completely forgot that was a thing.
Oh, it's in my mind.
Well, it was kind of in my mind when we were talking about where the people from Stern Shield should go, but there's all the not nice goblins down there.
Yeah.
But what's better, goblins or barbarians? I don't know. So.
Well, the other issue is the city full of race.
We did clear out a lot of those wraiths, though.
There's probably way more, though. We probably didn't even see a fraction of them.
I don't know if I want to give Jesse the option to have those again.
I don't know. Wanza has a big, dumb, glowy sword now. Maybe he can just walk around with it in front of him and all the wraiths will poof.
I want to try something again. I don't know if I can do it because for some reason nobody's showing up on my list.
Sorry, Wanza, your sword's not dumb. Can we use your glowy sword for the schmear?
All right, everyone roll a perception check,
Will
please.
it toast my bagel?
Perception?
Who needs a perception?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay.
Everybody.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Right, we gotta...
Ooh.
Ooh.
I perceive nothing.
There's the one. Okay.
Was the one mine? Oh god, I think it
Yes.
was. Oh no.
So, all right, nothing.
I am
wait.
gonna-
We got one above a 10.
We got a 19. Oh yeah, never
well,
mind.
Yours is a 10.
Yeah. You said above a 10, so no, I get it. I got it.
All right.
Mozzarella's not smart.
So, you're like average.
My intelligence is -1.
That's about average.
You're so pretty though.
So, Maddie.
So just a dude. Yeah.
Somehow, as you are clearing this rubble, the last of the rubble, you hear this noise coming from outside. And you have kind of a chance to react to this. As you clear the last of the rubble, though, you also see that this room was once an armory. And there is slightly less bad looking suits of armor, swords, equipment belonging to what was the order that used to be here, which is you would know by now, the Order of the Crimson Dawn is the name.
Okay.
Does anyone need anything?
I don't even know what I have. That's a really good question.
I don't think I have any armor, and I don't know if I'm able to wear armor as a sorcerer.
I can't wear metal armor.
I believe a sorcerer can wear armor.
I can do light armor, is what I can't do like heavy armor.
You can do like leather, hide armor, I believe.
Yeah, leather's what I already have, so probably not anything better than that.
Yeah, because for my armor proficiencies, it just says nothing.
Yeah, you can wear cloth then. So that means most of your armor's going to probably give you more benefits or something.
Oh no, I can do light armor and I can do medium armor.
But medium normally caps out your dex at 2+ for stealth and other bonuses.
Yeah, so I'm looking it up, and if you wear armor you're not proficient in, anyone can wear any armor, but if you wear armor you're not proficient in, you have disadvantage on any ability check, saving throw, or attack roll that involves strength or dexterity. And you can't cast spells? What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well then, I won't be taking any of this armor unless there's like a cool like magic robe hanging out in the corner.
Yeah,
can I
unless
enter that
there's-
place?
Hide. It looks like I can't have any of it either.
Okay, roll an
Can I,
investigation check if you want to try
I
to
was about-
search for something.
I was gonna ask if I can cast detect magic in that room.
18 for me.
19. You have a +1.
I don't even see my character sheet right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, and on the little side box, you got a 19 because you
Oh,
have a +1.
Oh, I assumed it was just adding. All right.
Wanza, you don't have the weapon on you, do you?
Yeah, I do. Why?
Where is it?
Oh, you mean on my character sheet? No.
Yeah, okay, okay.
I don't have my spider staff on my character sheet either.
Oh, hang on. I can give you this. Put mozzarella there. Let's put Wanza there. And then all I have to do is find the items.
While we're talking about things that aren't on our character sheets, I do technically have like a crossbow +1 that's not in my weapons. Just FYI for later.
Okay. I gave you that. Also, you can have the bag of holding. And Maddie, put you there. You can have your Rotwood staff.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Boop, boop, boop.
Dang, these are like real items now. Fancy.
Yeah, right?
We're bougie up in this bitch.
Yeah. Not only that, but I can give you guys like other random stuff too.
After
like scrolls and healing potions.
this is a little inside baseball, but if we're gonna be using this VTT for a while after this stream, can we take a few minutes to make sure all of our golden stuff is right so that we can have everything right and kept track of for next stream?
Yes. Yes, we should do that.
Awesome.
All right. I have some tweaking to do, but we'll get there. Okay. So, yeah, like the fact that you guys are flashing there. Okay, so as you guys are looking around in this room, what numbers did we get here? Okay, Maddie got a 19, Mozzarella got a 10, Wanza got a 4. Maddie, you find a very interesting looking.
Oh, I didn't do an investigation check. Sorry, let me do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't either. Hold on.
Okay.
My bad. No.
Wait, did I roll investigation?
You did.
No, I rolled perception, not investigation.
Oh.
That's an investigation.
Okay.
There
well,
we go.
Your other roll should have actually been better. No, wait, never mind. Okay. So. So Wanza, you find a set of armor that is kind of in the back, up on like a pedestal. It seems more regal than the rest of them, and you grab it. Micah and Mozzarella, you guys don't. Well, yeah, Micah, you find you don't find any armor or anything like that, but you do find a scroll that looks rather interesting. So you grab that, and Maddie,
Okay.
you also find a tucked like back in a corner somewhere, you find a set or a pairing of like random pieces of leather that seem interesting to you for some reason, and you grab those.
Suspicious leather.
As you're kind of looking through here, though, you don't get much of a chance to really dive too deep into it because you hear this rattling coming from the main hall. And as you look out, you see that floating there in the middle of the room is a rather large robe with large talons for hands sticking out of it. A skull for a face that's just kind of like, again, with the blue wisping coming out of the mouth and the eyes, and just dragging chains behind it along the ground. And behind that are 4 skeletons and a gigantic zombie.
Hey,
Is his name Nick?
This one's this is actually, it's Nick's brother, Aaron.
Oh, I'm not interested.
He's having a party.
I think they found us.
Yeah, I believe so.
Do we have more bagels?
I don't think they're gonna want bagels.
Bagels with a spread of fresh flesh.
A little smear of flesh.
I'm gonna take 2 steps back.
So we're gonna do this.
This is a good time for your big dumb sword, man.
Wait, what sword?
The glowing one, the big one.
I can't
The
use
new
this to hit
one.
things. It
Why?
might lose its shine.
Oh my goodness.
I know mending. I'll fix it.
So this
Oh,
is your
you
current
make it shine.
orientation. I'm gonna just draw out where the rooms would be here. So we've got.
Didn't we have images of those rooms last time?
We did.
Yeah, that's the
but
other system.
what happened was, you see, I liked that, but I ended up canceling the Patreon subscription because it wasn't. There weren't like a ton that were super specific to what we were going to use. So.
Okay.
So anyway, this is the orientation of the battlefield we're looking at here. And we're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Not that it's
Okay.
super important, but I just realized that my character sheet still says level 4.
Oh, I can fix that. Oh, I think it's because when I imported everything, you were still level 4.
I don't have the ability to roll initiative.
It's on the sheet someplace, I thought.
No, it's in the little encounters tab, but Jesse has to start it first.
No, you can. I mean, you can roll on your sheet. I just rolled.
Oh, I can't see how to do it.
It just
Oh, I see.
next
I
to your
got it.
armor class.
Hang on. Never mind.
No, but I rolled a 23.
I was gonna keep it.
Oh, okay. Disregard.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys got this.
Meow.
And chat, you'll be able to see the dice real soon, just not today.
It's not today.
I don't know why the overlay for the dice isn't working. It worked. So I tested it like 5 times. No issue.
Is it still
Can I
on
just say,
top? You know
I
how you
love the
feel like.
fact I rolled higher than Micah, and she rolled much lower than me, and we got the same score.
Wait, but then how did you get a 5?
Because I have a -2 dex.
Oh, Mike. I thought you said Maddie. Sorry.
No, Micah has a +3.
Yep.
Okay. All right. First combat of the Arc 2.
All right.
Here we go.
Of the Arca 2.
The Arca 2. Okay, Maddie is up first. Let's combat. Boom.
All right. Oh,
Oh yeah,
Oakley.
That made a cool noise.
sure
was-
did.
Shocking. All right. Maddie really just wanted like a day to go picnic and.
Me too.
Same.
All right. Let me remember how to do things. Real. Aha. Maddie's gonna move. Wait. Hold on. I assume that those are walls.
Those are the
and there's-
walls.
All right. That's cool.
Oh, it's
Maddie's
very
gonna-
well drawn.
It's perfect.
Maddie's gonna like position right there.
Uh-oh.
And I guess we'll go for the Talon guy with a chill touch.
Where's Grim?
I've lost
in all
everything.
this?
Nice.
That'll be a 26 on a chill touch.
Ooh, all right. Well, that will hit.
Critical hit?
Yeah. Well, yes. Sorry.
I'm just making sure. I forgot how to play the.
I didn't actually see the
that was
dice,
rude.
but then I realized it was green. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, your 9 damage. Okay.
And that'll be the end of Maddie's turn.
All right. So Maddie uses chill touch. The hand comes up and grabs grasps at the bottom of this thing. You see like the blue wisps around the end of its robes sort of get pulled, but the hand doesn't get like a good grasp on the thing, and you could tell it's not as effective as you would have imagined.
Okay.
Next up, we have this guy. Oh, by the way, if you hold shift, or no, if you just hold, it tells you how far you're moving, so that's pretty handy now. So that one can't actually reach you, but it's going to go right here. It's already activated. And it's going to take a shot at Micah. And I'm going to do something new here, and I'm actually just going to roll in engine. So you know I'm not pulling any punches today. Good luck. That will hit you
Unfortunately, yes.
for... Wait, how do I roll damage? Oh, here we go. Oof.
Of course.
I like rolling my own dice, but I don't feel like taking them out. So we're going to go with this. All right. So that hits you for... So it kind of shambles up to the wall there and then like pulls back an arrow and it shoots through the open doorway, hits Micah for 8 piercing damage. Next up... Is this next?
Do you need me to track my own health?
No. Sorry. I will do that for you.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just checking if I need to change it or not.
Yeah, usually I manage that, so I'll keep doing that. This next one is going to move up to about here, and it's going to take a shot at Maddie. If I can remember how to do this. My goodness. You'd think this would be easier than rolling normal dice, and I think it is normally.
Yup.
All right, so that hits Maddie for 4 points of piercing damage. The next one is just gonna chill back here and take another shot at Maddie.
Hey, Maddie's having a really bad day.
Skeletons are gonna capitalize on it if they can. Nope, that one's not. And then we're back to Mozzarella.
All right. I'm going to move here-ish.
So the
And
thing
then
that was.
I'm
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
going to cast a Rhymes Binding Ice. Like, I want to try and get everyone. There we go. That kind of touches everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love that spell.
Why can't I? Oh, there it is. So, a burst of cold energy, blah, 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 30-foot cone. So now, it's a DC 16 saving throw,
All right.
etc.,
So
etc. Let
we'll
me
go
roll the
down the
damage.
line. What type of saving throw?
Constitution.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got the thing you can click on right there.
And it's 20 damage.
All right.
DC 16. Wow.
Why did you not take your saving throw, sir? Oh, that's why. So that one failed. So that takes how much? Well, it's dead.
That's a crit shot now.
This one. That one passed.
Ooh.
The
Okay, that
ogre.
was-
That one failed, so it takes 20 points of cold damage.
Yeah,
The one
and
that
its
passed took
movement
10,
is
right?
hindered.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that passed took 10.
Oh, the one that passed
And
still takes
isn't
damage. I'm
hindered.
sorry.
Yeah, it just takes half damage. It just doesn't, it's not hindered by the ice. So anything that lives and doesn't pass is also hindered by ice formations for a minute or until another creature within uses an action to break the ice.
Okay. All right. You can tell that the Wraith isn't as affected by that either as you would have expected it. But it's similar to the hand, the chill touch. The ogre though is rooted in place. He is hit by it.
All right, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast shield on myself as well.
Okay. If you use that, it should actually increase your AC.
Should by 5. Let's see. Cast spell. It's not showing it. Is there anything I need to click on separately? Well, my AC is 15 or 17 right now. It's not showing, but that's what it's supposed to
All
be.
right. So we move to the next one, which is the Wraith. And this guy is going to move right up to you. And it is going to... all right, it is going to use this ability. And miss horribly. All right. And that is its turn. I don't think it gets to make 2 attacks. Let me just double check.
The heck was that?
That was your turn, sir.
Oh, it's telling you that your turn is next. Mine
Yep.
made a sound too, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
I'll be using
Okay.
that first.
So, my turn. I am going to.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wanza, that noise was you're up next.
Mm-hmm.
Micah, you're up. Which you know. I don't know, I'm tired of that.
I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on our little Wraith friend right here.
Okay.
So I'll deal an extra 1d6 damage to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him with my bow. Let me see. Bow. Normal. 15.
15 will hit.
Oh yeah, what's his AC?
13.
13. Nice.
Put
Okay.
Weakened on there.
So I think Hunter's Mark, I rolled damage for that and then my longbow. I think. We're gonna-
Sure. I don't think it matters the
Okay.
order necessarily.
So he's gonna take 12 damage from that.
Okay.
How's he looking?
If you hover over, it should actually tell you.
Oh, barely injured. Okay. I do actually get to make 2 attacks
Yeah, you do now.
because I hit level 5. So I'm going to hit him with another arrow, hopefully.
No.
That is gonna miss. Okay.
Inspiration.
You could use a point of inspiration.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. I'll re-roll it.
I actually put inspiration on the attributes page of your
Nope.
character sheet as well.
Oh,
I couldn't do it
Nope.
from Wanza
Ew.
because you have too many other things.
what do you mean? I got too many other things.
You can only have 3, so you already had Lay on Hands, Divine Sense, and Breath Weapon.
Oh, you mean as like a spell or something?
Yeah, for everyone else, it shows on the attributes page. So, like, Micah has Favorite Foe, Inspiration, and a third resource that you can track.
I do not see that on mine.
Oh, you
Okay.
might have also had too many. Oh,
I
no, you
have
don't.
source.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I might have imported it after that.
Ah,
Yeah, because I have favored foe, inspiration, and resource.
There you go. Now you should see it.
nice.
But that's gonna be it for me since I
All right.
really failed that.
All righty.
Wait, it moved my screen. I don't like that. All right. Oh, wrong thing. So I'm gonna move here, look at that big guy, and then I'm gonna cast this. Boom, Misty Step, which takes me 30 feet to an unoccupied square. So boom, I am next to the big guy now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swing my Sword of Dawn into him. Boom. Nat
Nice.
Oh my god. All right.
Kill it.
It's a
Alright.
good sword.
Hey, he has some ability, doesn't it? On a crit hit against a fiend or undead, roll a d4. On a 3 or 4, the target is destroyed per the Disintegrate spell.
Yep.
So let's start with that. Let's see what happens with that, I guess. And a 4.
Nice.
Goodbye.
So I'll let you can describe how that works because that was awesome.
So I move forward, I Misty Step, and as I reappear, I just swipe my sword down from right to left across his torso. And just rip into him.
And when you do that, he just like the fire from inside of him, the sword like injects fire into his body and like from up and down, it just incinerates the zombie. All right.
And all I can do is move there. I still have an action left, right? Because how does the double attack work, or the extra attack? Is that just strictly for attack actions, or can I use something else with it?
When you take the attack action, you can attack twice.
Okay, but I'm going to be just out of range of hitting the other guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me, then.
All right. I'm really interested to see when we, if and when we eventually fight Bane, and you just show up and you're like, Nat 20. Oh, I rolled a 4. First round of combat.
Yeah, it's the first time I swung the sword, nat 20, and rolled a 4.
All right. So it was supposed to be the zombie's turn. The zombie's dead. Maddie, you're up.
Yeah, it notified me very loudly.
Sorry.
Honestly, that's kind of nice because then I'll be like, oh shit, it's my turn.
Scared me. All right, my friends are too close for other things, so we're gonna do chill touch again.
All right.
I wanted to ice knife, but if something bad happens, then everybody would get hit.
Not me.
Well, not you.
Perks of a ranger.
All right, so you hit.
15. Sweet. 6.
All right. So the hand again tries to grasp. It has a hard time gripping onto the wraith, and it kind of like floats through it and stuff. You can see that it does a little bit of damage, but it's not as much as you would think. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That'll be it.
All right. Mazzarello.
Okay, I am going to back up a little bit. And then I'm gonna hit it with a ray of frost
All right.
on this guy. Whoop. And then let's roll our damage. 17. No, 10, sorry. 10.
10 damages. All right. So just like the hand, you blast cold into this thing, and it goes through it. It almost like reconstructs its form around the blast.
Well, I see that. I'm understanding that he does well against ice, but I don't have a lot of other options.
We either have the liquid water or the solid water. That's it.
I do have Thunder Wave, but I don't want to use all my spell slots right away.
All right, he's gonna go right there, and actually he's gonna go right here. And he's going to attack Micah.
Rude.
Rude.
All right. Let's do this. All right. So it hits. And I need you to take for me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
All right, let's see. Nope.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
How many hit points do you have normally?
44.
Oh no.
So you take 22 damage, and your hit point maximum is now reduced by 22 points. So your maximum hit points is now also 22.
On a scale from 1 to 44, I'm doing about 14.
Oh no. Man, we really need that big dumb sword again.
All right, that is its turn. Micah.
Okay. Well, he's in my space, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. So I can do a reaction on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have had to do that before, but I'll let you do it now anyway.
No. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I don't
I'm gonna
think
do
it would have
Hellish
really
Rebuke.
changed anything. Okay.
So he needs to do a DC 12 dexterity.
Oh, cool. That actually works. He passed.
Let's see. Well, he's still gonna take half as much damage, so
All right.
he's gonna take 1. Just 1 fire damage.
Ouch! All right.
But
He feels very rebuked.
yes. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast on him, though.
All right. It didn't work out.
Yeah, it's not going great.
That didn't work out, but it worked out very well that you just happened to kind of like dive into Warlock with the way that your story's going.
Right.
Throw that out there. All right.
Oh, you took a Warlock dip?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
I guess that's it for me.
All right. On to Mwanza.
Big dumb sword, come on.
I love how every time you go to use it, it's just a wall of text.
No.
I love it. It's fantastic.
It's a 2.
It's so nice.
Crit hit. 2 damage, but it does. Wait, what?
Oh, still does 15.
Yes, because it
15
does the
damage,
extra
so-
damage too.
And then I guess I swing again if it's not dead.
It's not dead.
Oh, so close.
Still hits though.
Boom. 10
There we go.
damage.
Nice.
All right.
And then bonus action.
Congratulations on being the only source of damage in this entire fight thus far that actually did damage.
No.
Well, normal
Mozzarella
damage.
took
Normal
out a
damage.
bunch, yeah.
I did 1 damage with my
I'm
hellish.
sorry, I meant normal damage.
I killed a lot of zombies. Were those not? Was that not normal damage?
I meant
you
to
know what?
this guy. I'm just
I
gonna stop
forgot-
talking.
I
I
slapped
forgot to use something else on both hits. So on the first hit, I should have done this. Why is that not working? How does this work? Do I gotta click this, then this? Jesse, why is this not working?
What are you trying to do?
Cast Smite.
Oh, that I
Divine
don't know.
Smite.
I didn't program that.
It's when you hit with a melee weapon, you can attack with 1 spell slot. Expend 1 spell slot, do 2d6 radiant damage to the target plus 1d8 fierce. So I wanted to cast that on the first one, then the second one.
It only applies to
So-
one of your attacks.
All right, so I'll use the one then, first one. So it's 2d8, 1, 2. So that much extra damage, 7.
All right. It
And
is
then use a
still
spell
up
slot.
somehow.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you just walked in and critted it again.
That's so funny. Don't you get a second attack?
That was the second attack. The first one was a crit.
The
The second
first
one also
attack-
hit. But
Oh,
And then I also use Divine Smite. Then I technically still have a bonus action, but I don't know if there's anything I can actually do. What's this? Soaring vines appear, impact, saving throw, resist extra vines, and larger creature. That does no damage. All right, I guess that's it because I don't have anything that could do damage for a bonus action.
okay.
Oh.
Prepare for noise.
No, it hit as soon as I said, oh. So it kind of was like, nice. I forgot that I have a reaction. Can I use that now?
Yeah.
Sweet. Constitution saving throw. From a
Alright.
halo of spores.
Halo of spores. I'm getting the hang of rolling now, guys. Nope.
All right, that's gonna do that much damage. 2 damage, I think.
I would love to see how much, but this dice is in the way.
Yeah, 2 damage.
All right. So it is still alive. It's hanging in there.
We're just
All right.
slowly whittling away. at
Maddie
itself.
is going to use. Maddie's really stressed, and she's just gonna go into primal savagery and grow
Ooh.
some fangs and try to bite it.
All
this
right.
is new.
I know. Maddie's a little rabid, so we're gonna try that.
Oh, that'll
Nice.
hit.
Oh, the 21. All right, Maddie grows fangs and lunges and does 5 damage.
You gnawed him to death.
Yes.
All right. So you grow these fangs and teeth and just lunge in at this thing and gnaw it to death. Against all odds.
Just wanted a calm day. That's all.
And with that, the cloak and the chains and the claws and the blue wispiness of this wraith dissipate into the air, and it is dead.
Yes.
Good.
Does
He's
Micah
like spitting
get her
out.
max health points back?
No,
Oh, no. How long am I without them?
that's permanent.
Are you fucking kidding me right now, Jesse?
It's permanent until you complete a long rest.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I was gonna cry.
Hey, it's not so bad. You just get
It's
to
not.
nap every time.
In older editions, I'm pretty sure that used to be permanent. So you're welcome.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
maybe
in
we should-
3.5 that was a permanent thing. I never played before that, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway,
maybe we
All
should
right.
take one of those long rests.
Me with my 14 health points. Yes, please.
Does anybody have a toothbrush?
I can maybe. Let's see.
He
No.
tasted stale.
I'm sure Mazzarello could like conjure you up some water to rinse your mouth out with.
I could. I could. I'll create some water for you, but I won't shape it into your mouth because that never goes well.
You'll end up killing Maddie.
I'll just hold out your hands to make a cup, and I'll shape. I'll create 10 gallons of water, and all of the rest of it will fall around your hands.
it's so weird that she's
Mozzarella.
dead, but definitely didn't drown.
What's up? What's
Mozzarella, you got any of that special stuff left in your pouch? Maybe she should let her get a swig of that to clean out her mouth.
Oh yeah,
You
the stuff you
finished it all
kept
up.
shaping water back into your.
Oh yeah. No, that's the good shit.
Yeah, I think she deserves it.
All right, fine. You did gnaw him to death. Okay, here, have a swig of this. It's strong but good.
Thanks.
Wasn't this part of what was his Jacques Cook stew? His
Yes.
special
Jacques Cook stew.
reserve.
All the
Special
way back
reserve.
when.
Jacques
I don't
Cousteau,
think
by the
Maddie
way,
ever had
was in the group of people that you saw at the Keep, Maddie.
Sure, he can make
Fantastic.
more.
We want to reunite him with what's her name? The lady in the inn that you used to work with, Maddie.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
It's been
We were-
so long.
We were supposed to set them up on a date.
I was so excited for that. What's her name? It's been forever.
You don't remember your
Millie.
like old boss's name? Jeez.
Tilly.
Millie Copperpot.
Millie. It was
Millie.
another M
Millie.
name.
Another
Yeah,
M
there you
name.
Millie! Well,
go. Millie.
Jacques got to be an assumed name. He's got to be an M name now.
He's mocked.
Well, it's
Mock.
Jacques, but it's the M is silent. It's like an M
Mm.
apostrophe J.
Jacques.
Mm.
Jacques.
Jacques.
Jacques at the top.
Boom bop. Ba-da-da, boom 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 bop. Ba-da-da, boom.
Okay. Do we want to rest?
Did we just
For a minute.
establish the official theme song of the group is
Yeah,
I think so.
I think that checks out.
All the M's are coming in doing the mbop.
I'm absolutely fine with taking a long rest, or I mean, can we
Ezra-
take a long rest? Didn't we just technically take one?
You
Yeah,
can
we can
take as
take
many
them up.
as you want, but bear in mind you have 24 or 48 hours ish to get out of the barony.
Oh, on that note, can
Oh,
we
shit,
just
that's
sleep
right.
forever? Okay, bye.
I'm
You
gonna
guys got
call. I'm gonna call Grimbeard over to us, and try to get him situated in like a full set of armor that covers up like every inch of his body.
Oh yeah, where was
He's using-
Grimbeard during all of that?
probably down the hallway into the map room, probably still looking. He might even have more info for us. He's probably been in the map room this whole time, just reading up and doing more stuff.
That's exactly what he's been doing.
Yeah. So I'm going to call him to us. So, all right, Grimbeard, we're going to be leaving unless you really want to stay here alone. The valley's being evacuated. And I'd like to set you up in see if we can get a full set of armor around you that's going to cover your arms and heads. Because, you know, undead chasing the people, even though you're friendly, they might take it the wrong way if we don't cover you up.
So as you're saying that, he kind of like runs over to you to, you know, have this conversation. And he's like strutting across, or actually jogging across the main section here. He's like, yeah, I'll be right there. And you see him like, just bones are like falling off, and he's picking them up as he's running and like trying to fit them back onto himself. And he comes over and he's like, all right, yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let me take a look around here and see what I can find. But he starts
definitely something to keep them together.
Yeah, he starts looking through the suits of armor to try to pick something out that will fit on him a little better. He's still getting used to, you know, being a skeleton. So
Did Mwanza take new armor?
Mwanza did take new armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll adjust that and we can figure it out later.
Yes. All right. So we're going to end that here for today. So thank you, guys.
All right.
We're back.
All right, hey, real fast. As we end this, are we considering this a short rest?
I thought we were just going to get moving. Oh, that was one thing I wanted to ask, and I guess we could deal with it next week.
Well, short rest people restore hit points too.
Yes, but Micah needs a long rest to get back to normal hit points. So my question was, if Menry was just walking with us, could Menry support Micah's weight so Micah could get a long rest while we walk?
You should be able to. He's had Micah before.
Yeah, just like
Yeah, I mean, I'm only medium sized.
Yeah,
so.
just take a little nap on the back of Menry.
Probably have two people fly on Menry.
Well, then we just let Micah take a little nappy.
What he's saying is letting Micah to stay on Menry safe enough where she won't fall off and be able to take a nap and get a long rest.
Yeah, I'm just giving you, you know, an idea of how capable Menry is as a mount.
He's a strong boy.
Yeah, he could carry one of everyone, not Maddie, but he could carry Maddie and one other person. It'd be a little sketchy, but you could do it.
I'm just a little girl.
The little one.
A little dude.
I think me, Mwanza, and Maddie could do short rests. I don't.
Yeah.
Short rests. I don't really need one, but.
Well, I don't need one either.
Yeah, because short rests do not get me back my spell slots, which is really all I need. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could do that. Just Menry carrying you on his back.
Now take a little nappy nap.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So we'll leave it there. Like I said, thank you guys. It was great first session back. That Turtle GM, I can address you not in chat now. The party comp that we have here is Mazzarello, who's a Water Genasi sorcerer. Mwanza, who you've correctly identified as an Amethyst Dragonborn Paladin. We have Maddie, who is a Circle of Spores Druid. And we have Micah, who is a Ranger of some sort.
It is a half-elf Gloomstalker Ranger.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
a halfling. I'm a halfling
That's
druid.
pretty good.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got
sorry,
the
halfling.
Water Genasi and what type of Dragonborn I am.
I'm impressed
Good
with
eye,
the
good
Amethyst
eye.
Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't even realize it's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't before you made it.
Oh, you know what I forgot I had now? I forgot I could fly technically for
Sorry,
a
what?
round of combat. What?
You can fly now?
He's a
I think at
dragon.
level 5, I unlocked the ability to fly for like 10 minutes. or
Do you
something.
grow wings?
That's 10 rounds of
grow,
combat.
I grow like
Is that a Dragonborn thing or a Paladin thing?
no, that is a amethyst or gem dragonborn thing.
Ah,
Nice.
Specifically to like the type of dragonborn I am.
Nice.
I think
I was gonna say I don't
pretty sure it's
remember a
at level
Paladin
5.
doing that. Well, that's pretty cool. All right.
All right. All right.
I'm just
all
trying
right.
to find it. I don't see it here. Maybe it's not at level 5? Gem.
It could just not be in Foundry.
Maybe. But yeah,
All right.
pretty sure it's at level 5.
Yeah, I'll take your
Still
word.
cool.
I mean, it's not like you did it and cheated somehow and then we found out about it later. All right. So we will be back next week to continue with episode 2, arc 2 of our campaign.
Oh yeah, Gem Flight. That's what it's called.
Okay. There we go. Do we want to go through like we normally do, or should I just say everybody's things? How do we want to do this?
I think I do that normally.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So below me, we have Cheese and Motion. We'll start with Motion first, and we'll like work up and around, I guess. Motion, where can we find you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can find me everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Motion Chickness. I'm not live on Twitch tomorrow like I normally am, but I'll be back next Tuesday.
All right. And Cheese, where can we find you?
I'm Cheese. You can find me on Twitter as @unholy_cheese or on Blue Sky as unholy cheese, I think .bsky whatever that is. But most of us are on Blue Sky, so if you're there, we're there. I think all of us are on Blue Sky.
I also
I
have an
think
extra Blue Sky code. If anyone wants one, is in chat. Let me know.
Yeah.
Or join the Discord and let me know.
I do not have any streams to promote because I'm not sure when Stevie, my wife, is the streamer in our group, in our household, is going to stream next. But I do want to give a shout out to my wife because tomorrow is our 4-year anniversary. I love you, Stevie.
Congratulations.
So,
Well, happy
4-year wedding
anniversary.
anniversary. Thank you. We've been together much longer than that. So, love you, honey. She'll be very mad I said that.
Also, you can find Stevie in the background of your stream, right?
True story.
She's featured on the stream today.
Yes. I don't know if my hand is, but that is actually that is a photo of her from our wedding. So
Well, that
That
worked out
should be
pretty
in the
well.
photo.
that she made into a pillow for my birthday one year so that I would always have it.
That's cute.
She's fantastic.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay.
That's all I got.
On that note, Powder Hero, where can we find you? I'm pointing over here, but you're over here.
You can find me on the Twitter X thingamabobber,
It's Twitter.
Powder Hero. Yeah, Twitter X, Twix. Find me there. Planning, you're gonna find me occasionally with other streams. Some people want to do some little collab things. I haven't like stream in a while, and I am planning on starting up again soon. Just working on some final things. So you're gonna find me here on the whatever this thing's called again. What's this thing called again?
Twitch?
Twitch?
Ah, yeah, Twitch. There we go. Brain's shutting down. So.
Okay, glad we figured that out. All right, and Darth, where can we find you?
I am on Twitter. I am on Blue Sky. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok. All with the same name.
All right. Cool.
And Jesse.
I'm here.
Where can we find you?
You can find me here on Thursdays.
Uh-huh. And
I also have my other channel that I never stream on. I'm also on Blue Sky and Twitter and in the Discord.
And do you have anything really cool coming up? Like something special that happens every year, maybe?
Well, it's my parents' anniversary tomorrow, so check them out.
No.
Nope, that's about it. That's all I got. So anyway, where are we going tonight?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Extra Life or something?
What?
Or do you have a birthday, maybe?
No, I don't. Nope. All right, fine. My birthday's Saturday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you,
Birthday to you.
dear Jesse.
Dear GM who loves to torment us.
I think happy birthday can get DMCA'd.
And many more.
Thank you. Thank you. And today was my last day of work for the week, so starting my
Ooh,
birthday
nice.
weekend with you guys.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Me and
Thanks,
your father
Whirl and
got married
Sammy
as a
and
birthday
everybody.
present to you.
that was a good birthday present. I enjoyed our jumping back into D&D finally.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Turtle.
Ah,
Yeah, it was nice to get over COVID and be able to actually play some D&D again. All right, where should we go? Motion, you are usually the
I don't.
The
have
director.
Captain Robert's live. It looks like with the marathon.
I have a suggested stream. I haven't checked them out, but
Yeah.
it's Dork Tales. They're playing D&D.
There you
Let's
go.
go there. How do you
yeah.
spell it?
Dork like the dorkness, but Tales Tales,
Yeah,
all one word.
All right, I love it. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna say hi.
Perfect.
Make sure to send some love their way. Whirl, that is a lot of happy birthdays. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us tonight, as Powder just said in the chat as well. It has been awesome. I'm glad to be back. Very excited to do some more. We'll be back next Thursday with some more D&D. And we'll see you then. And also, that Turtle GM, feel free to get in touch with us. We're on Discord, probably the easiest way. So hopefully we'll talk to you all soon. All right. Oh, I didn't start the raid.
Right.
Now I'm gonna. Okay, it would have been better if I started it before. I always do this. All right. Thanks again, everybody. We're going in 2 seconds. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
You had to mention my birthday.
I did.
Yep.
I was gonna let you mention